Hi there and welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. We have a great show for you as usual.
Yes.
We had
lots
exciting
of
guests today. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to a few folks, but I'm excited to learn a little bit about snow tires. That's a little bit later. I had a couple of tire issues this winter, and apparently it's very important in the north, in Wisconsin in particular, to make sure all your tire pressure is on point.
Yeah, way up yonder there, you got to get them snow
tires. Oh, sure, you betcha. Yeah, pretty important. So I had some tire issues based on my own pressure neglect.
Oh no.
Yes.
So as it gets colder, your pressure goes down.
Right.
And did you get a flat?
No, I got a light, a pressure light, and
That's what they tell you now. I think my vehicle's too old.
It is
Maybe I
nice.
should check it manually.
When they tell you, but the important part about that is then you have to do something about it.
Yeah.
So that's where the neglect comes in. So, I always like picking Joe's brain, but yeah.
So were you stranded?
I'm naughty. I wasn't stranded, no. I had to get a couple of new tires because of my neglect, and I had bought new tires last year. So I could have avoided a lot. You know how Joe's always saying preventative is better than repairs? Well, I'm the poster child for
That's a lot of tires.
Learn from my mistakes, yes.
Well, if you were stranded, I would say, Kirsten, she can come change that tire like that for you.
That's right.
I'm a pro now.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I got it. In the rain, in heels.
You got it. And we'll talk to Zor Shrine Circus, the folks from over there. I'm excited. I didn't even know we had our own circus right here in town.
And apparently you didn't either.
I haven't. I have never been to the circus before.
Haven't?
Yeah, I think I was. I went to Baraboo. One time they have kind of like, what's that called up there? I know Zor Shrine is giving away some packages.
Yeah, they do a lot of partnering because there's so many events and things that go on up there as well with tourists.
It's great, but I've never seen human cannonball. I've never seen like the acrobats or
it's the best.
Clowns or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, the acrobatics, to me, I think if you're an animal lover, the animal portions, of course, are amazing.
Sure, yeah.
But the acrobatics, to me, are like the main event because what these people can do, and they're so brave, and it's just outstanding. And it's very scary, honestly, kind of to watch, because especially like if they have a tightrope act, you're watching people with they're not attached to anything.
Yeah.
This
is
is
kind of Cirque du Soleil kind of a thing.
Right.
Yes, and
but
they're
local.
very
A local
alive.
scale. Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's fun. You'll have to check them out.
I got pulled on stage for a Cirque du Soleil show in
Which
Las
one?
Vegas at New York. I think it was called Zumanity, maybe.
What'd they make you do?
Oh my
What'd they
gosh,
make
it
you
was
do?
so embarrassing. I was just sitting there. I was with this guy I was dating at the time, having my little cocktail, and this kind of goat man comes up to me and pulls me backstage. He's like, "You want to be on stage?" And I said, "Okay, sure." So I'm wearing these huge heels, which I normally am pretty, short, but you have the huge ones all the time. So they're like Kirsten heels. And I get up on stage, and there's just, obviously in New York, just thousands of people. And they tell me to walk the catwalk. And so I'm like doing my strut, and I turn around, and oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing, but it was
Do we have
once in a
pictures
lifetime
of this?
experience. I have one at home. Maybe I'll bring it and share sometime.
Yeah,
somehow.
you always have good stories about these things that have happened to you, and we need photos. We
Yeah.
need evidence
I
of
should
these
just
events.
bring all of my photo albums. I'll give it to her. I'll give it to Ken, the director. You keep up for the season.
Yeah,
Need you
just
to
throw them
validate
in
your-
as needed.
Validate your claims here.
Oh my god. Well, that's crazy stuff. So yes, check out the circus. They're tons of fun. That'll be mid-February. And we also get to talk to the Froth House, who is going to be here.
So
Some of my
talented.
favorites. Yes.
Crazy.
Very cool place. Local music, local art. Even
Tons of
even their
events.
food is from local suppliers. So if you like supporting your local business owners, this is a good place to check
Just
out.
real talented folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us again, and we'll be right back with more Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. Hey, if you're looking for some family fun, we've got an event that is going to be fun for everyone. Joining us, we have Mark Severson, who joins us from Zor Shrine Circus. Mark, we're glad to have you.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, what an exciting event. There's a ton going on. Just kind of give us the basics to start.
Basics are a family-oriented show. We have tumblers, we have lions, tigers, horse act, high wire, trapeze kind of stuff, and of course the human cannonball, which is everybody's favorite.
The grand finale.
Wouldn't be a circus without it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That sounds so neat. So I never went to a circus when I was younger, so I'm really interested in checking this out. Where are you? Where is this going to take place? What
Yeah.
dates? What times?
The circus this year is February 13th, 14th, and 15th. We have it at the Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center.
So a great Valentine's date.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun.
Absolutely.
Still got Valentine's on the mind.
I do. Yeah.
Well, where do folks get tickets? There's actually a couple different options to pick.
There's lots of options actually. You can get tickets at any of the local PDQ food stores. They have the general admission tickets. You can call the circus office. They have general admission and reserve. And you can also go online now and buy your reserve tickets or general admission tickets. And of course, you can always check with your neighborhood Shriner, because there's a Shriner in just about every neighborhood here in Madison.
When you say reserved, do you mean reserved seats?
Yes,
Oh.
we have one section that's reserved seat, the east side, and that's probably some of the better seats, but
Good to know.
There's really not a bad seat in the Coliseum.
Yeah, if you're going to do it for the first time, might as well do it right.
That's right.
See that guy shooting through the sky out of a cannon from every angle, right?
Yes, you can.
I love it. And one of my favorite things about this event, outside of the events themselves, is it's completely affordable. Pricing is really, if you're looking for something that is fun to do, that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. General admission, $17.
$17, yep.
And then reserve seating is
21.
21. So what a great opportunity to have a little fun and not too expensive.
Absolutely.
We try, it's set up for the family entertainment thing, and we try to keep the prices down and still provide a good show. We've had to increase prices a little bit in the last couple of years, but we're still one of the better priced options in the area.
You can't even go see a movie at the cinema for much less
yeah.
than that. Sounds pretty terrific.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like you have a little something for all ages. Who are you trying to attract with your circus, or
Well,
what kind of demographic are you aiming for?
Once again, it's a family-oriented show. Some of the stuff is made for the little kids, some of the goofy little clown acts and stuff like that.
Big kids might
The
like
high
it.
wires and stuff thrill everybody, and the dancers, are kind of for dad and stuff like that. So it's set up. We try and cover the whole base around, and we've been very successful at that. So
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the aerialists. I always love that. So
I was
amazing.
just picturing very muscular men.
Oh.
We see what you're looking for.
So you're going to get a Valentine date. That's what it's all about. Okay, all right. So Mark, we were talking earlier about circus and the history. Why a circus?
Well, circus is probably one of the oldest forms of entertainment here in the United States, dating back into the 1800s, when they used to travel by train or cars, going to city by city by city. The tradition has continued. It's been popular for, like I say, over 100 years, 150 years now. So that's why we stay with the circus.
I'm just curious, what's your favorite?
The human cannonball.
Yeah.
I can't watch you like the aerialist?
Yeah.
I'm scared of heights, so I can't even watch that. No.
That sounds like fun. Well, it really is something for everybody. You mentioned there's a variety of animals, and I bet those are just really interesting to watch. The amount of training that must go in, and just what a sight to see. And I of course, always enjoy the acrobatics of a circus. So, I mean, just a complete show, A to Z, and the grand finale with the cannonball. Maybe you'll do that next year.
No,
Think
they
you'll do
won't
that?
let me do that. We've asked. Nope.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for sharing all the wonderful things going on at the Zor Shrine Circus this year. We appreciate you joining us.
Well, thank you for having us, and we appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, go check them out. 13th, 14th, and 15th of February. And also stick around. We're going to have Joe Conant from Conant Automotive talking about snow tires. They could save your life, so stick around.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We have got Kelly Underwood and Dana Perry here from the Froth House. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
We're gonna tell you how to fall in love with the Froth House for Valentine's Day. So remind us, what is the Froth House and where are you guys located?
Well, we are a small cafe in the heart of Madison, right in the Regent Street neighborhood, right around the corner from the Regent Street Co-op and down the street from West High School. We're a cafe or a coffee shop. We have great food, great drinks.
It's a great location.
It's a challenging location. We don't have great parking, but when you park in the street and walk in, it's worth the experience.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we've gotten the pleasure of having you on a few times. We've had you and Amy joining us. But Dana, this is my first time meeting you, so we're super excited to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we love you guys. So just tell us a little bit about how you're involved with the Froth House and what you do.
I am the music coordinator. I host the open mics on Tuesday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. I also book bands and solo artists on Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. We have jams on Saturdays. Every second and third Saturday of the month, we have a Celtic jam from noon to 2 p.m. And then the third Saturday of the month, we have a blues jam, which I'm my personal favorite,
Love, yes.
with Rich Kessler, and that is from noon to 2 p.m. as well. So lots going on. I basically just kind of give it all some love.
Yeah, well, you sound like a busy lady.
Yeah, no kidding, keeping track of all of that.
Yeah, and then I make posters and kind of, keep up with
great
the social media
posters,
things
yeah.
and, make sure that our events are in, publications and things of that nature.
So tons of events. So you tell me a little bit about open mic vinyl night and open discussion night.
Yeah, actually that's a brand new thing. Maybe Kelly could take it away.
So I'm gonna bring in a record player. My fiance is actually gonna host it. And if you just want to come and hear what he has in his collection, that's great. But we're hoping people will bring a record that they want to play and share with others. And then open discussion night, I just think it's really important that we have meaningful conversations. So I just picked the topic of education, and I'm inviting people to just kind of come and talk about it, like where are we at, like what works, what just a positive conversation to come together.
Yeah, absolutely. And lots of fun, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about, you have some updated hours. Do you want to maybe kind of mention that for folks who want to come out and see you? When can they see you?
Yes, we're open 7 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to 2 on Saturdays. It's tough finding the right time to be open because it's a difficult location for us. I mean, we live and die by the school, and we don't want that to be the case anymore. So I mean, we're trying to do the events. I'll be there 11 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday, so come on in. That's when I make the soups. I just made a beautiful butternut squash soup yesterday.
Yeah, so you've kind of taken on some more kitchen responsibilities.
Yes, I've always loved cooking, and my life is getting the right support I need so that I can be in the kitchen more. So I'm really excited about that.
You look pretty at home too with your apron and everything.
Oh,
You're really And then of course we reopen the Tuesday and Thursday nights for, we reopen our doors at 6:30 p.m. for our events and for our music nights as well. So and then we stay up until 9.
Jill's of all trades, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, this is the fun part. We get to hear, not that the rest wasn't fun, but we get to hear it. We love hearing you play. So we've gotten to hear Kelly play. We're going to hear Dana today.
Sure,
so let's take it away.
Absolutely.
Dana and I are actually sharing a set at the shop on the 12th.
Oh, great.
So,
Thursday, February 12th.
Yeah.
Kelly's going to play. I'm going to be your opener.
Yeah.
I'm way excited. This is a song I wrote about my teaching experiences with Madison Girls Ladies Rock Camp. I was approached by a spirit posing as a country queen with buckles shiny and clean. There I was 3 days without a shower, fingertips all sore from a show the night special. Get it with potential.
All right, go visit the Froth House. You can check out Kelly Underwood and Dana Perry. Come back, we're going to be talking with Zora Shrine Circus next on Girl Talk.
She said she heard the tune in her dreams.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. This is the segment you've been waiting for, and in perfect time for the winter weather, we have Joe Conant, who joins us from Conant Automotive. And thank you so much for joining us, Joe.
No problem at all.
We appreciate it, and we're very much looking forward to some very important information about regular tires versus snow tires. So we're going to jump into it in just a second. First, I think Janet has a confession to make.
Well, you'll be happy to hear it, Joe. You were right. A couple months ago, Joe told us to get a new battery, especially before winter, because you're going to get stranded.
Oh no.
It happened.
And I see where this is going. Yeah.
Sure enough, Janet was running errands on a Saturday and gets back in the car and it won't go. And
Click, click.
click, click, exactly, the dreaded click, click. And it turned out it was a couple bad cells in my battery. Dad came, thanks Dad, to give me a jump start, but I did have to go get a new battery. So I'm feeling ready for winter. I have a new battery, I have new tires, I even got new windshield wipers.
Well, good.
So I'm set.
You're
So we're
set.
taking Joe's advice, which is good. And I'm glad you've got some new advice for us. So talk to us a little bit about the snow tires.
Well, the biggest difference on a snow tire versus a regular conventional tire, and I'll try to get this up here. This is a snow tire, and the biggest thing you can tell the difference between this and a regular conventional all-season radial is these things here. If you can see it on the TV, these are called sipes, and that's what actually grips the road as you're going, through snow, ice, whatever, rain. And if you can tell on this tire, there's basically none. This is a very, rated tire as far as traction, but this will actually get you going on ice, snow, everything. I mean, it's if you've ever driven on these on ice, you'd never not buy a set. I mean, it's a very common thing now.
So
You
it's
can
these
almost
little.
feel the difference, can't you?
And you-
Oh,
When you're
yes.
driving outside?
I don't have these on my car, so
The fact that it
this
has a
is
grip.
interesting. So these are almost like little rubber hairs.
Right,
almost.
and not this. This is just the molding process, but the slats or the.
Oh, that's what we're looking at. I don't know. That's the big difference
No,
I see.
that's why I brought them, so you guys
Yeah.
could really tell the difference. That there is what actually grips the road and
those little
grips the ice.
so it's
yeah,
okay.
and it's just like suction cups going
This is
down the
why I
road.
need
It'll
Joe.
actually
I don't-
grab. It'll
great. That's
actually
why we
grab
all need
onto the
Joe.
ice. Versus this tire, which is like I say, a fine all-season radial, and this will get the job done for 99% of your driving. But when it's icy or snow-covered roads, this is the tire you need. It's not an uncommon thing now for people to buy a set and put them on in the fall and then take them off in the spring.
That's what I was going to ask. So, what if you leave these on all year? I mean, are they as effective in the summer, or do you want to
No,
switch them?
it'll work in the summer, but when this tire reaches 50% of its life, it turns into this tire. So it'll
they-
be a safe tire, but it'll no longer be an ice and snow tire.
I see. So,
So
they
it's-
switch more to save the tire for winter.
Right, and it's getting to be more and more common where people are doing this, and we offer a service where, as long as we sell them the tires, we'll take them off, take off the snow tires in the spring, store them until
You'll store
winter.
them, too?
Yes.
Wow.
That's really
great.
nice of you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a big hassle lugging 4 tires back home,
Yes.
keeping them in the garage that nobody has any room in anyways.
It is, but
And
that's a really
put them
nice
back on in the
service.
fall, and that way that tire will last probably 3 or possibly 4 seasons.
Are there different levels of snow tires? Are some better than others, or brands, or
They-
grips, or?
I'm very simple that way. Yeah, there is not very good ones out there, but as long as you keep with a name brand.
Okay.
Blizzak is, everybody associates Blizzak with snow tires, and yeah, they're a top performer. But this one, which is a Cooper, is just as good as a Blizzak. You don't need to spend crazy money on snow tires.
Okay. So now, talk to me a little bit about the price difference between snow tires and regular tires.
They're-
Is there a big difference?
They're relatively the same.
Okay.
They're relatively the same.
So why not do it?
Yeah, I mean, because you're taking off your regular tires in the winter, so you're saving them. I mean, you're buying 2 sets of tires is going to last you. I mean, you understand where I'm going with this? I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
money-wise, it's the same.
In the long haul, yeah, overall it's the same amount of money, and you're saving yourself potentially an accident or getting stuck or flipping your car or something.
No names.
Yeah, right, no, sorry.
Like I said on a previous episode, as far as that tire there will give you the false sense of security.
Yeah.
So don't think that you're going to be able to go through everything. That tire will get you stopped and started. The biggest thing, once you get rolling, you still have to stop.
Yeah.
And that's where that tire will help you.
They give you a little bit better grip. Is it a little softer type of, or is it just seem softer because of all those little cuts?
The compounds can be softer in this tire versus this tire, but the main thing is the cuts, you call it, or the sipes is what the term actually is. That's what gets you the traction.
Okay. So along the same, winterizing lines, so we know we need to get our winter tires, and you'll even store them for us. And we touched on this a little bit, but I want to bring it up again because now the snow is finally actually here. Well, not finally, but it's here. So give us some pointers, going into winter. If we haven't winterized our car yet, what are some major things that we need to do?
Well, the biggest thing, like she said, the battery.
Yeah.
That'll get you started.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Yeah.
Take it into a service shop or a service center, a dealer, anything. Have them check the antifreeze. Have them check all the fluids. That's the key to everything. The antifreeze and the fluids and the battery, and you will start all the time.
Okay. Antifreeze. Battery.
Yeah.
I should have brought a notepad. I know.
How do
I'll
you
watch
know
it back.
if you need a new battery or not? I mean,
Well, the
can you
service
tell?
center should tell you.
Okay.
And age also. A lot of times we see batteries that are 5, 6, 7 years old, and to me that's a little bit too old.
Pushing it.
I go with roughly 3 years
Okay.
on my personal batteries, even though it's a 72-month battery, which equates out to 5, 6 years, because it's cheaper to put in a battery during the day when I'm ready for it versus a Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, when you're
When you're
stuck
not
somewhere in the
Right.
middle.
Batteries are inexpensive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
I know
cheap,
you
they're
mentioned that
inexpensive. I mean,
before.
what, $150, that is a lot of money, but
Save you
Comparatively.
some
Yeah.
hassle down the
you
road.
don't have to mess around on a weekend to, I need a new battery and stop
Dad.
doing one thing and
Yeah.
do
Call
that.
Dad.
So,
Or call Joe. And the thing the big takeaway that we always get from you is preventative maintenance is just so much less expensive than finding a problem and then fixing it. So whether it be battery or whether it be, saving yourself with some snow tires, this is the guy to go see, Joe Conant over at Conant Automotive. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
us and
guys.
always giving
Thank
us
you.
great tips and
Yeah,
pointers.
nice to see you.
And thank you so much for watching. Thanks to our guests, and please join us next time here on Girl Talk.